and welcome back to All the Mods 9. How's your day been? Good? Let me know down below. So today we're starting off with a blood moon. Yeah, terrifying, but not really. So what do we want to do today? Well, I want to get more resources, because by the time we get more resources, we'll be able to finally start Greg Tech, and I know that's what you're waiting for. So, what are we doing today? Well, we're going to get ourselves a chunk destroyer, and we're going to get ourselves 6 times ore processing by making ourselves the Myriad Crusher. So, how do we do all that? Well, let's make ourselves the chunk destroyer first and get that up and running. This last episode, I actually did make a second nitro reactor. I can't remember what else I've done. I know I've done some other work. We got a space up here that I just built, and so we can like go up here, go around, and then here's where we're going to have our occultism stuff. We're going to have dimensional miners right here, 8 on each side, and then these 3 here, we're going to have our 3 Myriad Crushers, because I'm only going to do 3 of them. To be honest, there's no point in setting up like 1 crusher for every type of ore, because the amount of ores we're going to get now from the mining dimension is going to be more than enough to carry us throughout the rest of the series. Hopefully, I might need to set up once or twice more, but more or less we're going to have more than enough resources to carry us out. So I'm only going to be crushing up the unobtainium, raw vibranium, and raw aluminium. Now the only way we can get those is by mining it by hand or setting up a laser drill in the End Highlands. I think in the Crimson Forest or Warped Forest, and in here it has to be down in the Deep Dark. Now, of course, to get ourselves the mining drills, we are going to have to get into a bit of industrial foregoing for getting pink slime and latex, but we'll figure that out another time. Today, we're just getting ourselves the resources. So, let's make ourselves a chunk destroyer. I've got most of the stuff ready in here, so we just need to get ourselves 2 of these pumps, I think 3 of these quarries, there we go, and I think 2 flexible markers? No, 3 of them. There we go. Put all those back in, and the only thing I think we're missing now is a dragon head. Oh, and a stack of eye vendors. Okay, so for the dragon head, while we were in the end, I was exploring, and I did find an actual end city. It's all the way up over here. Yeah, so we have this one right here that should have a dragon head on it. And also, I did explore quite a bit, because I found a few of these structures. I don't know what they are. I think these are from Catalysm. We'll have to figure it out. I think I found like 2 of them, or maybe 3. I can't remember exactly how many I found, but there is a few structures around. We got ourselves like airships over here, and the main thing I found was this down here. I have no clue what this is. It's down off over this direction, so let's go have a look at it quickly. We'll have to do a whole episode like dedicated to exploring all these crazy structures, but just looking at it, like there's a load of spawners, 3 little birds is apparently the achievement. What do we got here? What are they? So they are skeletons with guardian heads. Okay. Looks like a giant library with end crystals. Gotta be careful with those. And jukeboxes? No blocks. Ooh, chest. Oh my god, there's a dragon head. There's phantoms in here somewhere as well. No way, there's actually a dragon head just right here. Does that mean we don't have to go to the end city? We'll still go to it and explore it quickly, but damn. What have we got in here? Acquired taste? I'm not sure. Can I not open this chest? Oh, I can. Whoa, that is some pretty good stuff. Netherite ingots? Right, let's go to the other end city and grab the other head, and we might be actually able to make 2 chunk destroyers. That would probably be a bit overkill. All right, here's the end city, and let's grab ourselves the dragon head. There we go. And we should also get ourselves the elytra while we're here. What have we got in here? Kind of junk. There's not much great in these chests either. I think there's 1 more set of chests up here. So indigos and chunk destroyer. Nice. And you know what? We don't need this anymore, so let's just break and get all the items back. Yeah, for some reason, a lot of the stuff doesn't show up, but whatever. Right, so for the chunk destroyer, wait, give me that back. We want to enchant this thing now. So we want efficiency. So do we have something with efficiency on it? Some sort of tool. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Do we have some with fortune? Okay, we have efficiency in here. Oh, I spelled efficiency wrong. That's why. Fortune 3 and efficiency 4. That's not bad. If we can take some efficiency off of this guy, maybe. I've made myself the enchantment mover. He's not that difficult. It just requires a bit of obsidian, diamonds, redstone, whatever. So if we put this in here and that, let's take all the fortune and efficiency we can across. So this guy has no more enchantments. 1 last, and unbreaking. Unbreaking works too? I didn't think that would, but whatever. No more enchantments can be moved across. So this guy here is maxed out, and he can only have the maximum vanilla enchantments, so that's whatever. And let me just get some wood to fix the floor. Right, so in my bag here, we have some stuff. I have here the ME storage bus and some entangled blocks. Do I actually have the entangled wand? I don't think I made that. We can now make this because we do have an unobtainium, and this is made like this, an unobtainium and an ender chest. And why do we want entangled blocks? Well, if we have a look in here, let's go to the mining dimension. I have moved my waystone up out of the mine because we're actually going to be digging down south. And this block here is where we're going to want our chunk destroyer. So let's put him down right here. And you can see he's made this yellow outline. Let's minus the tops and plus the bottom so he actually faces that direction instead of going this way. And we're just going to max this guy out by like 100. We want a huge area to work with. I mean, we want all the resources we can get. And on the left and right sides, we're just going to do 50, so that it should equal 100 as well. So how are we going to store everything? Well, I think this thing auto ejects. I think so. I could be wrong, but I think if we just put a storage controller block here and surround it with some of these blocks, which are just netherite sophisticated storage chests, and I should have some stack upgrades, and we're also going to want some void upgrades as well. So in here, I think I can only have a maximum, of only 2 stack upgrades, which is kind of annoying, but sure. And I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this thing voids dirt, stone, and deep slate and netherrack. So the only thing it will hold on to is the end stone. So all I want to do is inside the void upgrade is just void overflow any end stone. Because I think end stone could be useful for later on. There might be some stuff we're missing. Yeah, like even the unobtainium smithing upgrades, even though we're probably not going to need that much of it, but there's probably some uses in Gregstar for it as well. Yeah, even like in a micro universe thing. We'll see. So I'm just going to filter out all these chests. All right, and all we need now is a flux point, and this thing should be ready to go. Let's just claim the area. I have enabled allow, like if we go in the team here, if we go up to settings, I do have allow all fake players to true. So hopefully that should mean this guy here can work. So as soon as we give the flux point, if we see the thing building its frame, it's working. It's taking power, so it definitely is working. And I think once this thing gets going, I think it uses maximum of like 30,000. Oh, yep, there's the frame. And as soon as we see the top layer going, these chests here should start filling up. So I want to grab this. Hopefully this works now. I haven't tested this before. So while I come home and come back here, down here, if I put this entangled binder and the storage block, does that mean I can actually like read the items that are going to be coming out of the quarry here? I don't know. We'll have to wait until the thing starts mining, which could take a moment. While that's doing that, let's get to work on maybe starting occultism. I want to do occultism over here because I really don't have an actual proper place for it. I do want to do a stream before next episode where we're going to build ourselves a load of different things. So we're going to go to space today as well because I want to get ourselves a space station built where we're going to have our applied energistics and ore processing. And while we're doing that then as well, we're going to get ourselves an area built for doing Greg Tech and Mechanism and Industrial Foregoing. We're going to build a lot of stuff on stream before next episode. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that and join our Discord so you get notified. How big is this actually? Let's go mark out the entire area. Oh, there's the thing back. That means it should be nearly done. Well, we've caught up to where it's starting to dig and look at the speed of this thing. It's doing like 250 blocks every split second. It's insane. And it's not even halfway the length of this yet. Oh my god, we're going to have so many resources from this. Alright, we've marked out the loop and let's have a look here. Yep, this is the size of the area. I've just loaded everything and boom. We've got a massive area. So, if we look at the resources, we can already see, wow. It seems to be loading one chest first. So this is everything we've gotten so far. And remember, this thing's actually fortuning everything as well. And yes, it is auto-ejecting all the items out, but you can see it's not fast enough. But yeah, this is insane. Let's go see if we can see it in our ME system. Actually, we can check from here. Oh yeah, you can see all the numbers rising. Yep, we're definitely reading this inventory in our ME. So if we're going to be starting occultism, I want to make myself a quick butcher knife here. So if we go kill animals, we'll get ourselves this stuff called tallow. And I think any type of animal works, even pigs. We want enough tallow to be able to make ourselves some candles from occultism that will be needed in setting up rituals. I don't know if chickens count. 16. Let's get another chicken and see. No, they don't. Okay, so it only seems to be like pigs and cows. And we actually get quite a bit from it. 28 should be probably more than enough, but I'm going to grab a stack. That'll do. Right, let's go back now and start doing some occultism. what do we need first? Let's turn these tallows here into the occultism candles. There's 2 different recipes. We have the Eidolon one and then this one. So we're just going to grab out a stack of them. There we go. And we're also going to need the dream fruit that I just put away. And a ton of andesite. Do we have much andesite at all? No, we don't. I'm pretty sure we can make it though. Yeah, that should be enough. So what I want to do is throw this on the ground, light it on fire to make a spirit fire. And then we want to throw all of this in the fire. There we go. We got ourselves other stone. Now using that other stone, we can actually go back and smelt it. But I'm also going to throw a stack of oak saplings in there. And that gives us oak saplings from occultism. Now we just need to plant these trees. There we go. And grab out some like bone meal to grow them. Okay, now shoot them all grown. Now we need to chop them all down. But before we do that, we need to eat a dream fruit. And then we get this effect here called third eye. And now we can chop down the trees because they don't look like oak anymore. They're now otherworldly wood. And of course we have silk touch on our axe, so it's going to be getting us all the leaves then as well. And if you mine the tree without the effect on, as you can see, it just becomes regular oak wood. And this effect only lasts so long. You need to make yourself these otherworld goggles to have it permanently. Okay, so we're going to throw some of this in the system. And now what we're going to do is throw a stack of these wood logs on the fire, and that will give us otherworldly ashes. We're going to teleport home and smelt this other stone till it makes a dust. Okay, and then we're going to put that back in the system. Now we can start making ourselves our chalk. So for impure white chalk, it's just the otherworldly ashes and burnt other stone. We're going to need about 4 of these because I think the white one is used in making the other 3 then as well. So 2 and 3, so that should be a total of 4. And I think I can put all this stuff away. I have a cow because that will be needed later on, and you'll see when. So for this then, I want to throw 1 of these chalks in the fire, and that gives us a white chalk. Now, we need ourselves a dictionary of spirits. Let's grab out this now, like so. And let's have a look here. And a quick way to unlock everything is just to do that. Shift, click that little icon on the top right, and everything here becomes unlocked. The one we're looking for, because we need a crusher. For making the other chalks, especially I think the purple one, we do require crushed endstone. And of course, it's occultism. We can't make this any other way. It has to be a crusher spirit. So the crusher spirit we're going to want is the very basic one, which is this guy here, a folia crusher. He requires Aviar's circle. And if you look in here under pentacles or rituals, is it pentacles? Where is it? Yeah, here, Aviar's circle. It's made like this. So we're just going to put this down right there. And now using the candles, it seems the vanilla ones work too. 4 candles, and then we just need to draw the outline in chalk. If you misclick with the chalk, like for instance, it's kind of hard to break. So the only way to break it easily is to get yourself a chalk brush, which is still some wood string and wool. But we're not going to bother with that. So what do we need now is a sacrificial bowl. We're going to make, how many should we make? Make a whole stack of them, why not? And we're just going to make ourselves probably about 5 of these guys for now. So to make ourselves our crusher spirit, he requires what? Different crushed ores or raw ores. So we need raw iron, raw gold, raw copper, and raw silver, plus a binding book. What you need to make is a taboo book. And to make that, you just grab out some regular books. I have like 70 of them here. We know where there's a lot more back in that thing in the end. Throw those in there, and that will make us taboo books. Next up then is feathers. We need to throw a stack of feathers in the fire to get ourselves awakened feathers. And the last thing we need is ink. So a bunch of ink sacks, throw that in there, and that will give us purified ink. Now, using that purified ink, we can now make ourselves our binding book. Oh yeah, and I think it also requires a certain color dye. So if we look up bone meal, we can make ourselves white dye. So make your binding book, combine it with the dictionary to bind it, and now we're ready. So all we need is our raw ores. So raw iron, copper, gold, and silver. There it is. So this in the center, surrounded with the 4 sacrificial bowls, and then put down your ores. And in the center, your binding book. Summoning Foliate or Crusher. It's a bit slow, but it'll eventually do it. Now once he spawns, let's grab out ourselves some endstone, and we're also going to need up some obsidian, because we have no way of crushing obsidian at the moment. So, whoa, hello. What is your name? Narferline. Narferline? Hello. I want you to crush me that. And you can hear him. He's crushing it down. And if you shift right click on him, you can actually see essence decay. These guys will only last so long. So if this thing gets to 100%, I think he despawns or something happens to him. He decays. And he's a slow crusher, so this might take a moment. Yeah, see, it was fairly fast, but it can be faster. You're going to need to do twice the amount of obsidian for me, please. Now, in terms of golden chalk, golden one's actually fairly simple. We just need some crushed gold made like that, and then we can make ourselves a gold chalk, which is just some glowstone. And as soon as you give me the obsidian, we can make ourselves the purple one. Now, the red one, the only one we can't make right now because we need Afrit essence. Afrit is this guy right here. He's gotten an update, so he looks a lot cooler than he used to. He used to just be like a red demon, but now he's got like this fire tornado waste below him. I don't know, it's so cool. He's even got a sword now, which is nice. And the thing about summoning him, he will still spawn blazes with him. Wow, you are taking a while with that. We got one anyway. Can you hurry up, please? I haven't got all day. Finally. And we got ourselves impure purple chalk. So back over to the fire, throw these two in, get them purified. And also, before we do anything else, I want to throw 2 stacks of diamonds in there. And 1 stack will make spirited tuned crystals. Now, for summoning Afrit, let's have a look at the ritual in here. What we need is Abra's open conjure, sacrifice a cow. So this is where the cow comes in. What we need to do is get this one, open conjure. So get this laid out and we'll put it right here. And now this is where the gold and the spirited tuned crystals come in. There we go. And how many items do we need for this guy? 4. So we need quartz, netherrack, gunpowder, and a flint and steel. I don't know if the flint and steel has to be new, but we'll make a new one anyway. So items go down. Oops, misclick. Okay, then I have to take it out of my bag again. There we go. And now for the binding book, pretty simple. In here, we need ourselves this book of binding Afrit, which is made like this, which is purple dye, no problem. Find with our spirit dictionary. And there we go. Now, one thing I want to try. Does it work if I was to capture him in a ritual brazier? Let's find out. What? Ritual is wrong? Do I have the wrong ingredients? Oh, I see it. Because I accidentally placed down the netherrack, it broke the chalk that was there. There we go. So once you see these grey particles, it means now time to summon the cow. Yeah, it's working. Good. So a load of blazes are going to spawn with him. Let's take out all the blazes first, so they don't accidentally get taken into the jar. And I want to lead Afrit over here. There we go. So he's captured. Let's go back and see, does he actually work with our Drigny farm? Did you pick up anything? No, you didn't. All right, lads, say hello to your new playmate, the Afrit. All right, and hopefully he will generate us Afrit essence. If he doesn't, well, we're just going to have to summon more of them and defeat them. Right, so before we continue, we need to go to the Nether. We need to get ourselves Isnium. And Isnium can only be mined by using an ethereal pickaxe. So this is made using the Striker's Higher Binding. So let's grab out all that stuff again. This looks identical to that one. Are these the same rituals? Maybe they are. Okay, so for the infused pickaxe, we need ourselves 2 silver ingots, 2 sticks, and a spirited tuned pickaxe head. And this book right here. So if we combine all these together, you can get out of here. I don't think we need him anymore. We'll be getting the better ones later anyway. And there we go, our infused pickaxe. So using this now, if we head to a nether fort, for instance, and we need to make ourselves this guy right here, a divination rod. Using a divination rod, if we shift right click on netherrack, there, attuned to Isnium. And if we hold right click, particles will shoot in a direction that there is Isnium underground. So it seems to be directly down this way, so let's just go. And it's usually whatever netherrack block doesn't break while vein mining is it. Still going, okay. How far down is this? Don't tell me it's under the lava. It is. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Is there a way to get around the lava? There is. Aha, there we go. Finally, you can see it's not highlighting, and it's the only one highlighted. So if we break it using the fused pickaxe, you don't even need the third eye effect, and there we go. Isnium. We need a lot of this, because if we want to actually start 6 timesing this ore, we're going to need a block of it. So how do we process this? Let's have a look. The only way that I can really process it right now is making a crusher spirit. So maybe I shouldn't have killed that little dude. And we might need to resummon him. For this guy here, though, the actual main Marriott one, we need a block of Isnium. So if I can get 9 of these, then we should be all right then. So I'll be back once I've gathered a bunch of this. Alright, so we got 10 Insium dust. This guy crushed up double for us. And I was just looking at the map just to see how much of this area over here has been dug. And wow, it's already done like 20 lines. And it's massive. And the amount of resources we've gotten already is ridiculous. Like, this chest here is still filling up, but it's moved on to this chest here that has so much copper and coal. Like, what do you even do with this much stuff? I don't know. Anyway, we need to come home, smelt this up, turn it into a block, and now we can summon our 6 times dude. So we need ourselves a diamond block, an emerald block, a gas tier, and this binding book here, which requires orange dye. Do I even have any orange dye? It's easy enough to make. So what kind of ritual do you require? Fatma's incentivized attraction. Okay, and we don't need any summon or sacrifice. Okay, so this one, we're going to require some extra skulls and the red chalk. Now, let's actually go back and see. Has our Drigmees actually gathered any? Surely they have. Yes, you got 18 of it. Nice, so we don't have to worry about setting up a mini farm for that dude. Okay, so using the chalk now, or using the aphrodite, we make ourselves our red and pure chalk, purify it, and now we're ready. Oh, does that actually have to be wither skulls? I'm sure, yeah, I have plenty of skulls. Alright, is that everything? Just 4 items? Yep, so block of diamond, block of emerald, a gas tier, and the block of insnium. Off you go. Myriad Ore Crusher. I think this might actually take a moment. Yeah, because of how high level spell or ritual this is, this might take a moment. If I can get one more block from this dude, we'll be able to make ourselves our dimensional mineshaft, which should allow us to get more. Because once we get the dimensional mineshaft, we look in here, I think there's a chance. Oh, whoa! You look insane! But you should 6 times it. Yes! And it's very fast. Okay. And you don't have a decay rate, so you should basically stay here forever. That's amazing. So if I grab a mob yoinker, can I pick you up? I can. So if we bring you to where I want you permanently, which is going to be up here. Let's see. I might need to put like a hopper or something underneath him. Maybe like a chute from create. Smart shoes. Is it not called a chute, or what's it called? We'll just put a hopper down for now. They'll probably go into like an ender chest or something, but you're basically just going to stay there. No, don't suffocate, please. Seriously, I need experience to pick this dude up. Okay. Okay, he might need a bigger space than I imagined. Okay, if he could just stay there like that, he'd be fine. Okay. So, for instance, the unobtainium that we have, if we give him that whole stack, and we turn off our magnet, and we just lock him in here. Oh, I can't put blocks down. Damn, they're after getting a bigger hitbox. They used to be a lot smaller. Oh, well. You should be generating us up so much unobtainium. We should get 6 stacks from that 1 stack. Yikes. I just want to try something. If I come up here and I fill this in, can I push him into the hole? Okay. I might need to redesign this room slightly. But for now, I guess you can just stay there. Yikes. Okay. We're going to have to make this place a little bit bigger. And maybe instead of that, we might need to put like an absorption hopper underneath him. But then again, if he stays like that, I should be able to get the other ones in here, no problem. Is this one we're going to have an open gap? Which I guess is fine. I can't even put a block down right here. We might be able to do it with a piston though. Either way, we're getting so much unobtainium from him now. It's amazing. So we got ourselves 3 more blocks of isnium. So let's go back to the mining dim. And let's get ourselves a mining dimensional mineshaft going. We're also going to need the master miner Marid, because this guy should generate us up the isnium ore while inside the dimensional mineshaft. Right? He'll also give us unobtainium nuggets, vibranium nuggets, and all the modium nuggets. But I'm looking for isnium. Yeah, there we go. So isnium can only be got with a master miner Marid inside a dimensional mineshaft. And this guy requires an isnium pickaxe nether stars, deep ore miner Afrit, which requires some echo shards, another Isnium pickaxe. Okay, maybe we won't have enough to make 2 or 3. We'll just have enough to make 1. So let's go make it.
Regular days would turn into never-ending weekends, ordinary way. Now, the unicorns low. You plus me up, ripple effect. One dream in architect. Hey, what do you say?
Okay, so I've been doing some testing with this guy right here. So I actually figured out a way to actually get him to fit inside this area, and that's using a shrinking device. He's only lost 100 HP. But using a shrinking device, we can actually resize him. So like, there he's too big. There he's gigantic. I may have messed up. Where am I? I am lost. Hang on. Okay, I am stuck. What happened? Where am I? I'm lost. Let me just use this to get out of here. Have I? Oh, I'm gigantic myself. There we go. I was messing around with the shrinking device, and I may have made myself ginormous. Hello. Am I bigger than normal? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I may have accidentally made this guy gigantic as well. Whoa, look at that. He looks so cool. Anyway, we need to actually fix him, so shrink this all the way back down to 1. We want him at 0.7. There we go. And that should be just big enough to be able to fit over here. I didn't break any blocks while I'm in here, did I? I don't think so. So I was trying to figure out, like, a smart chute right here. We have it filtered to only accept unobtainium dust. I'm probably going to change this the other way around and have all the modium, vibranium, unobtainium. And actually in here, we've been generating quite a few resources. The first ore we got was actually a vibranium nugget, which was funny. And we're getting so many other things. We're getting the stellar arcanium, which is used for making the unbreakable things. We got ourselves 2 insanium ores so far, so that's already another block. It's crazy. And we're getting all the different type of Gregtech ores, which is insane as well. Ancient debris, obsidian, other stone. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. But this guy should fit in here no problem now, and we can actually fill in the area. So just give me out some clear glass and some deep slate. You might need to go back a tiny bit. No? Okay. He doesn't like to be moved. Maybe he just needs to be a little bit smaller. That looks tiny. Now you look right. I need more experience. And I also dig on myself an evoker. And yeah, this thing is going great. We've gotten 59 totems of undying already, which is pretty crazy. So can you go back into here now? And now can I put the glass down? There we go. So I think what we want is a funnel. I was trying to figure out what thing to use, and I think it's this andesite funnel is what we want. Andesite alloy. Do we have kelp? We do. Let me go smelt a stack of that. So I think if we put the funnel underneath this chest here, and we grab out a wrench, we should have our create wrench, rotate this to point down the way, and if we grab out unobtainium, we have 900, so I'm hoping this thing will only extract out a stack. He seems to be picking it up. Now, when he has a stack in his inventory, will it stop dropping? No. Is there a way to stop this thing from dropping when it's reached a stack? That I want to know. Alright, I think I figured it out. I had to move some things and actually change this to a brass funnel. So essentially, this brass andesite funnel will not extract out more than a stack. So if it notices an item on the ground, it will not export out anymore. This guy here in his inventory has a full stack, so he won't pick up until he's finished an operation. And then all of it's been dropped into this ender chest. Like, look how much unobtainium we have already. Now the thing is, he's actually one block higher than I would like him, so let's lower this by a block. Okay, so I might as well get him in his permanent location. So you go right here, and I should be able to place our blocks back. Let me move you back a bit. Okay, and glass. Can I put down my glass? Yes, I can. Okay, so what I want you to do is up here, I have a barrel, and everything here should be ready to go. So all you need is here this and all that. And turn off my magnet. And there we go. So we have basically got 6 times automation for unobtainium, vibranium, and aldemodium. Now, of course, we don't actually have 2 more of these guys, but I'm sure we'll have them by next episode with the speed that this thing here is going. 2 of the blocks. This thing here is probably starting to fill up with random ores. Like, a lot of new ores keep coming in, and as this chest does not have no slots for it. But for instance, in aldemodium, vibranium, you're going to go there and there. So when we do have the other 2, they will have their permanent spot. All right, and so since we're getting all the dusts built up in here, we might as well pump them into our system. Disconnect that, up the way, and go. There shouldn't be any filter in here. Oh, there is. Remove that, and anything that gets pumped into this ender tank or ender chest will go straight into our ME system. Beautiful. All right, before we go, one last check. How is the chunk destroyer doing? I had to increase the storage, and wow, we have over 3 million raw copper and nearly 1 million iron, over 500,000 in ferrium. Let's go see how wide of an area it's done. Oh my, this area is huge. You can see all the modium floating around the place because of course I can't mine it, but still, this is insane. So I know I said I was going to go to the space station today, but unfortunately we're out of time. And so what we'll do is we'll build a type of space station on stream. And then once we get to the space station, we can copy and paste it then there in the next episode. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell while you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.